Hi folks, I'm back with an update about my ongoing journey with breast cancer and some really good news. My pathology report shows that I'm quite low risk, so I'm not moving through the system very quickly, which is fine. And last week I saw my oncologist and she does not recommend chemotherapy for me, which is a huge relief, such a huge relief. So I have a few more test results to get back and we'll see what other kinds of treatment recommendations conventional medicine has. In the meantime, I'm really digging into holistic approaches. And there's a different approach to healing. It's a more systemic view. And it's about shifting the patterns in my overall system that have allowed the cancer to form in the first place. I read somewhere that cancer grew in the soup that is me, and if I don't want it to return, I need to change the soup. So that's changing my system. That means it might be physical, emotional, personal, interpersonal, relational, professional, ecological, spiritual, ancestral, all the parts of me. Something in there needs a big renovation. So I've been quite below the radar in a very internal process lately, really exploring that and exploring those questions. What is this cancer asking of me? What needs to change? What behaviors do I need to stop or start? What practices? Which treatment approaches are the best fit for me? What are the shifts that need to be made? And I've been reading and thinking a lot about Western and more systemic or indigenous approaches to healing. And, a Western approach to healing says illness is bad. The object is to make the symptom go away as soon as possible and get back to normal as soon as possible. And the illness is some signal that your body is broken or flawed or even has betrayed you. And this other approach that rings so much more true to me is that my body is an intelligent, self-regulating system. I can trust my body. And so when a symptom manifests or an illness manifests, it's a sign that something in the system is out of balance. It's my body saying, woohoo, you need to make some changes because this is not right. And so the point is not to make the symptom go away. And the point is not to get back to how I was. The point is to change, to transform, to hear the feedback that's coming through the system, because that feedback and acting on that feedback is how systems self-regulate and self-heal. So it's a big process. It's a lot of work at an emotional level. Physically, I feel great. I'm doing lots of health-promoting things, but I am tired. I'm sleeping 10 hours a night. And I think part of that is the inner work I'm doing. Part of that is the holistic treatments that are really reorganizing my system. And it's all good, but it's challenging for sure. So I read recently from a friend who shared with me a Buddhist principle that when you're falling, dive. And really for me, that's been what this is about. I am walking into this with all of me. I'm reading lots about this. I also read somewhere that in the transformational process, what illness asks of you at some level is to change or die. Now, I don't think I'm at that stage. It's not that dire. I'm lucky in that way. But cancer doesn't mess around. And cancer can kill me. And this is my chance to avert that possibility, if it even is a possibility. And so I'm taking it very seriously. But it's a reorganizing of everything in who I am. And it's a place of being in that in-between. I'm not quite sure where I am. It's taken me a month to find some words to share. And it might be a while before I have more. But I want to thank everyone for all their support and just to appreciate your being here to listen to my story. It makes a big difference for me.